Alright, so welcome back. In this video we're going to learn how to think as an editor when working with the color tab. So I'm going to delete everything I have done so far, and I'm going to import I'm going to add all of the videos into the timeline once more, and this time we're going into the color tab. But the main purpose isn't to learn how to color grade, because that's for the following section. The main purpose I have right now for you is to understand how the editors think when they go into the color tab. So the main thing you will do as an editor when going into the color tab is to... I had to delete that video, now I'm back. The first thing I want to tell you: try not to add too many effects, alright? That's a mistake I used to make when I was a beginner. And try not to work only with the wheels, because if you'll do it, your video will look quite bad. Try not to make the effects too high. I mean, when you're in the edit tab, you're making small changes, and it's the small changes that count up. So when you make a lot of small changes, your video starts looking like a professional movie. But when you want to see the change from only one edit, then you're thinking like a beginner. So what I mean by that is, as a professional, you should not seek perfection from the first changes you make to your video. You should make small changes, and even though you might think you should add a little bit more, even though you think you should add a little bit more contrast, or a little bit more saturation, or a little bit more yellow color, do not make small changes, because this way, with small changes, they will add up, and as they add up, your videos will start looking great. So for example, if you want to add some yellow color, do not do it this way or this way. Add it a little bit this way, and there is a small difference, which you might say you don't even see it, but there is one. And do not add too much. For the highlights, let's say you want to add a blue, don't do it this way. I mean, you know, add it a little bit until the point where you can see it, and until the point where it's enough. And if you need to remind yourself how the video was before, go here to this icon and click on it, and this way you can see the video before and the video now. For the mid-tone, don't exaggerate, alright? So don't do it too much. As you can see, maybe even a little bit less. And for the shadows, I won't change anything. But I mean, I'm not here to teach you how to color grade right now. I'm here to tell you not to exaggerate where you are into the color tab. Alright, this is a fast color grading exercise. I'm not actually paying that much attention, but you've got a point. Do not exaggerate, and if it's not necessary, don't use it. Next up on how editors think when they are in the color tab is that, first of all, you have to fix the image by color correcting. So don't start. Actually, what I did right now was not as professional as you might think. You never start with adding colors. You start by color correcting, which means you change the contrast if it's necessary. Maybe you change the shadows, or the highlights. You select the highlights, set them higher, set them lower. You have to color correct the video before you add colors, because a lot of beginners start by adding blue and yellow and red colors the moment they see the color tab. No, first thing you have to do is start by color correcting. You see this video, it's not color corrected at all, because how can I see that? Well, if your eye isn't trying to see that, as you can see at the scopes, this line is not down here and these lines are not up here. So this is black, this is white, the colors are not white, the colors are not black. In order for them to be black, they have to touch the edge. So let me actually show you how you can do that. You can take the highlights and get them up there to touch the 1023 edge, and you can get the shadows and get them down here. And this way the video already looks better. So if you're looking at it, this is how it looked, this is how it looks now, and it's not a huge difference. I mean it's quite a difference, but there is more to do. But the point is, as a video editor, you always start with color correcting. Alright, so keep that in mind. And now let's jump right into the color tab section. See you there.